சிவப்பரம்பொருளி பரமவெளிப்பாடான சிம்ஹக்னமூர்த்தி, மத்ஸ்யசம்ஹாரமூர்த்தி, கூர்மசம்ஹாரமூர்த்தி, வராகசம்ஹாரமூர்த்தி, ரிஷபாகரணமூர்த்தி, காமதகனமூர்த்திகளாக உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் பரமாத்வைதத்தை அருளி ஆசிரே. ஓம் ஓம்.
மகுடமாட மெய்மையாவும் உங்கிட்ட தங்க உத்திராட்சமாட தீமையாவும் நீங்கிட்ட மின்னுமட்டி மகுடமாட மெய்மையாவும் உங்கிட்ட தங்க உத்திராட்சமாட தீமையாவும் நீங்கிட்ட அச்சம் கொன்றிட ஆசை வென்றிட அழுமன மடக்கி விட அச்சம் கொன்றிட ஆசை வென்றிட அழுமன மடக்கி விட தக 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 வெனாடிவா நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடிவா தக 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 வெனாடிவா நித்யானந்தா இரு சக்தியே நீ ஆடிவா அன்னை உருவாக எங்கள் அழகு தெய்வம் ஆடிட தந்தை என்ன வீரம்
नित्यानंद नित्यानंद जय जय नामं भजे नित्यानंद नित्यानंद गुरुनाथं भजे नित्यानंद नित्यानंद जय जय नामं भजे नित्यानंद नित्यानंद गुरुनाथं भजे नित्यानंद नित्यानंद जय जय नामं
Om, Om. I welcome you all with my love and blessings. I welcome all the living, practicing Hindus, de facto Kailashians from all over the world. I welcome all the Sarvanyapita Kartas, Yajamans, manifestors, Sarvabharityagis, Srimahans, Mahans, Kottari Tanidar, Chitsabha members, Rajasabha members, ministers, ambassadors, diplomats, Mantreshwara, Vidyeshwara, Ganeshwara, Lokeshwara, Astreshwara, and all the important VIPs sitting with us all over the world. I welcome each and every one of you with my love and respects. All the presidents, prime ministers, kings, queens, statesmen, presidents of this nation, members of United Ancient Nation countries. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Augustine Senen, Marian Eunuch, President of Yapapas, Shuar Nation, Republic of Ecuador. I welcome you. Luis Antonio Flores Robles, President of Pueblo Montevideo del Ecuador. Messet Jesus QG Vargas, President of Shaime Indigenous Nation, Achuar Nation, Republic of Ecuador. Mr. Herbert Toboda, National Deputy, Plurinational State of Bolivia. Radha Sumuki, President of ISKCON, Dominican Republic. Shri Amrit Bhandari, Jain Center and Hindu patron, Lions Club of Orange County, Irvine, California. Swami Adrishananda, Acharya at Nanda Durga Shiva Temple, California, USA. Mrs. Sulakshana and Gokul Podial, Pashupatinath Foundation, California. I welcome each and you with my love, respect, blessings. Today, we are celebrating various celebrations globally. First, Kumbh Mela globally, all over the world, in all Kailasas, from Prayagraj, India, where Kumbh Mela is happening, Shahi Snan is happening. Prayagraj is the epicenter, nerve center of Kumbh Mela happening now. From Prayagraj, Kailasa Prayagraj camp, all over the world, in Los Angeles, Bolivia, Ecuador, and Hyderabad, Malaysia, Singapore, Bangalore, Tiruvannamalai, almost all over the world, and in India, many places like Kashi, all the Sarvanya Pitas, Canada, in USA, multiple locations like Ohio, Oklahoma. Oh, a long list. In thousands of places, right now, the global Kumbh Mela is getting celebrated. I'm so happy and bless all of you on this auspicious occasion of Kumbh Mela. Let's all remember Paramashiva, Mahaganapati, the founder of Atal Akada, and Bhagavan Sri Kapila Maharshi, the Ishta and Guru of Mahanirvani Akada, and all the gods and goddesses, Triveni Mata, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, to bless all of us on this auspicious Kumbh Mela. Today is Magara Shankaranti. We worship Surya and all the planets, Grahas. So let us worship Surya, ask for his blessings, surrender to him for his blessings on this auspicious occasion of Magara Shankaranti. Let Surya's grace be on all of us. Today is also the beginning of Uttarayanam, the most auspicious time of the year. Hindu civilization, Vedic civilization, Sanatana Hindu Dharma civilization is basically agriculture-based civilization. Just like indigenous nations worship Mother Earth as in Hindu tradition, we worship Mother Earth as Bhuma Devi, Bhatmavati, Bhuma Devi, Bhatmavati, and Pachayamma. These are the various names with which Hindus worship Mother Earth, as Hindus are agriculture civilization, land-based civilization. Today, we worship, revere, honor sun, earth, cows, everything helps the agriculture, celebrating the new harvest. The Magara Shankaranti is celebrated, and we have many wonderful celebrations today. Festivals, celebrations, rituals, sacred ceremonies. So, inaugurating all of it, especially the Kumbha Parva. Kumbha Mela starts from today and continues till Shivaratri, February 26th. This whole Kumbha Parva, Kailasa will be celebrating globally all over the world. So, I welcome and bless, convey my best wishes, blessings to everyone on this auspicious occasion. All the citizens and government of Kailasa and United States of Kailasa and Kailasa IGO and all the members, citizens of the member nations of United Ancient Nations. I welcome all of you and bless you all for all the auspiciousness on this wonderful occasion, Global Kumbh Mela and Magara Sankaranti. The Maha Kumbh Mela, starting from today, will be celebrated till February 26th, Shivaratri. So happy to bless you all, wish you all the auspiciousness on this auspicious occasion. All the devotees, disciples from Tamil Nadu and Tamil civilization all over the world, all the Tamilians, Pongal Nalvaalthukkal, Pongal Tirunal, எல்லா நன்மைகளும் தந்து வாழ்வில் எல்லா வளமும் தந்து வாழ்வாங்கு வாழ்ந்திட ஆசீர்வதிக்கின்றேன். பொங்கல் நன்னாளில் உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் எல்லா மங்களங்களும் பொங்கி 16 பெற்று பெருவாழ்வு வாழ்க என்று ஆசீர்வதிக்கின்றேன். ஓம். Today, Hindus from all over the world are celebrating Magara Sankaranti and Kumbh Mela globally. On this auspicious occasion, direct message of Paramashiva from Mahakailasa. Direct message from Paramashiva from Mahakailasa. Parama Satyas. Listen. Parama Satyas about Mahakailasa. These are the Parama Satyas will make you manifest ultimate Paramadvaita in your life in all levels. Today, Paramashiva Sena program first batch is graduating, becoming Rajya Sabha members officially, and the next batch of Paramashiva Sena is starting their session to graduate and become Rajya Sabha members of the next batch. For all of you, this is the ultimate message from Paramashiva. In cognition level, emotional level, social level, moral level, spiritual level, environmental level, in all 6 levels, experience Paramadvaita. Listen. I'll explain step by step. Paramadvaita means experiencing the ultimate oneness with ultimate life, force, power, Paramashiva. Paramashiva is a living manifestation of what you can imagine about God and more than that. All the manifest and unmanifest and more is Paramashiva. That ultimate Paramashiva's being, having oneness with that being, is Paramadvaita. Paramadvaita means experiencing oneness with Paramashiva Paramburul, the ultimate Paramashiva, the ultimate supreme Godhead. Understand? The whole universe raises, stays, goes back into Paramashiva. Experiencing ultimate oneness with Paramashiva is Paramadvaita. Now, experiencing that Paramadvaita in cognition level happens by intense sadhana and spiritual initiation, by practice of Paramashiva Bhakti, Paramashiva Jnana, Paramashiva Vijnana. The devotion towards Paramashiva with the proper knowledge, right ultimate knowledge about Paramashiva, and manifesting the powerful truths of Paramashiva in your life. All these put together makes you experience Paramadvaita with Paramashiva in cognition level. That is not enough. Next is emotional level. All devotional practices like building a temple, visiting a temple, worshipping in temple, daily doing Anmartha Puja, personal worship, and Parartha Puja, all these Kriya, rituals, devotional practices like a Kirtan, Japa, Nama Sankirtana, all this makes you experience Paramadvaita at emotional level. Understand? Just cognitional level is not enough. Just emotional level is also not enough. We need to experience Paramadvaita in all these 6 levels. Let me repeat. Cognition level, emotional level, social level, moral level, spiritual level, environmental level. All 6. These ultimate truths, Parama Satyas, of Paramashiva, the great truths of living enlightenment should be experienced by every human being. I should say every being in all these 6 levels. Purpose of human existence is to experience living enlightenment, Paramadvaita, Jivan Mukti, in cognition level, emotional level, social level, moral level, spiritual level, environmental level. All 6 levels. I'll explain step by step. This each 6 level and how you can experience this. First, the cognition level. As I explained already, through Paramashiva Bhakti, Paramashiva Jnana, Paramashiva Vijnana and initiation, you can experience Paramadvaita in your cognition level. Through the religious practices, devotional practices like a Kirtan, Bhakti, Puja, Narada Bhakti Sutras elaborately explains the 16 ways of doing Bhakti. Dasyam, doing seva, worship, being a servant of the Lord, and kirtanam, singing and dancing Lord's name, doing pujas, rituals, Anmartha Puja, Parartha Puja, all these religious practices and devotional practices makes you experience Paramadvaita in emotional level. When you enrich others, cause others with Paramadvaita, when you enrich others with Paramadvaita, everyone around you, your family and your team, with whom you work, with whom you share your life, whoever is part of your reality, if you enrich them with Paramadvaita, you will experience Paramadvaita in social level. Understand? That is why I insist, give so much importance for enriching and causing, because only through enriching and causing you will experience Para in social level. The society you are living should be enriched with Paramadvaita for you to experience Paramadvaita completely. Listen. Due to invasions and colonization, Hindus lost confidence to enrich others with Paramadvaita in social level. This is one of the biggest crime done to Hindus by continuously facing cultural genocide and violent conversion due to militant missionaries and missionary militants. Hindus lost not only the existed social level Paramadvaita civilization, they are lost even the courage to enrich others with the great principles, truths of Paramadvaita. Hats off to Srila Prabhupada and his ISKCON movement for breaking that fear, taking Harinama to every city, every town, and enriching people, demonstrating the importance of teaching the Sanatana Hindu Dharma's principle, Krishna Bhakti, in social level. All Hindus wake up to the truth. Just experiencing Paramadvaita in cognition level and emotional level is not enough. You need to enrich people with this great Paramadvaita, the science of living enlightenment, Jivan Mukti. Understand? If you don't enrich the society around you, they will put the toxins of materialism, self-doubt, guru doubt, deity doubt, God doubt, all types of doubts, hatreds, denials in you. Because they are waiting to put their ideas in you. Better enrich and make your Paramadvaita as experienced in social level. The whole Paramashiva Sena program is to make you experience Paramadvaita in all these 6 levels: cognition level, emotional level, social level, moral level, spiritual level, environmental level. Hindus, whether the countries they went and settled, made home for themselves, or the countries from where they came, all those countries have suffered colonization and invasion, and even the countries they went and settled, they suffer with a deep inferiority complex due to the prolonged invasions, colonization, and one of the largest untold genocide. One of the largest untold genocide in the world was suffered by Hindus. Longest, largest, untold genocide was suffered by Hindus. It is 10 times bigger than Jewish Holocaust. whether the number of people died due to the invaders and colonizers, or the properties lost, people displaced in every level. Longest, largest, untold genocide. Due to this genocide, Hindus' confidence was crushed. Not only they lost Paramadvaitic experience in social level, they even lost confidence they can build a society with Paramadvaita experience at social level. It is time Hindus wake up. Let us take this as the Sankalpa on this Magara Sankranti day, on this auspicious Kumbh Mela occasion. We will experience Paramadvaita in all 6 levels: cognition level, emotional level, social level, moral level, spiritual level, environmental level. I tell you, Hindus are the most peaceful, non-violent civilization, and unfortunately, most persecuted civilization suffered the largest, longest, untold genocide. Today we are celebrating Kumbh Mela because millions of my ancestors, Naga sadhus, my predecessors, Naga sannyasis, gave up their life, sacrificed their everything, including life, to keep this Kumbh Mela tradition alive. Today we are all celebrating Kumbh Mela because our ancestors, my predecessors, Naga sannyasis, sacrificed everything, including life, to keep this tradition alive, suffering the longest, largest, untold genocide. Longest, largest, untold genocide. So understand, if we don't tell what our ancestors, predecessors, forefathers sacrificed, we are doing injustice to them. If we are not telling the world what our predecessors suffered, we are doing injustice to their sacrifice, and we have not learnt the lessons from history. If you don't learn lessons from the history, it is going to repeat. Wake up. Let us experience Paramadvaita in social level. The people with whom you share your life, those who are part of your reality, enrich them with this great principle of Paramadvaita, this experience of Paramadvaita. Enrich them, cause them with Paramadvaita. That's the only way you will experience Paramadvaita in social level and living with the people who experience the same truth as you is Kailasa. That is what is Swarga. That is what is heaven. That is what is ultimate world. We can make Kailasa on this planet Earth. We can map Kailasa on this planet Earth. We can invoke Kailasa with the grace of Paramashiva on this planet Earth. Paramashiva has already manifested. We can all be part and manifest Kailasa wherever we are by enriching and causing the Paramadvaita in social level. Next is moral level. Let me define what I mean by the word moral level. All interaction you do with others and others do with you comes under moral, good or bad, right or wrong. All types of interaction related to money, relationship, everything, legal, all types of interaction can be classified as moral level. The lowest is the country law, highest is cosmic law. From country law is the minimum moral expected from everyone. Cosmic law is the ultimate moral everyone should be radiating. Country law is the minimum level of moral expected from everyone in that country. Cosmic law is the ultimate moral you should be radiating, celebrating in your life. From country law to cosmic law, every level, all interaction, transaction, relationship is classified as moral level. Understand? Only if you enrich everyone around you with this Paramadvaita principle, the whole society will start radiating Paramadvaita in the interaction level. So all interaction between you and others will be with the great celebration of Paramadvaita as the moral level. Paramadvaita should be your moral life. The right and wrong, whether country law or your financial morals, relationship morals, everything should be centered on Paramadvaita. Paramashiva beautifully says in Vedas, Bahushyamaha, let me become many to celebrate me. That is the truth you should be experiencing in moral level. You should feel everyone around you is radiating Paramadvaita including you. So all interactions and transactions, relationships, everything is Paramadvaita centric. This is what I call experiencing Paramashiva in moral level. Experiencing Paramadvaita in moral level. The Hindu jurisprudence, Sanatana Hindu Dharma's jurisprudence, Manuvadi Dharma Shastras, and Varnashrama Dharma is absolutely centered on Paramadvaita in moral level and social level. Continuous Hindu-mesic, Hindu-phobic media's hate speech, false propaganda, and brainwashing. Even Hindus started doubting the practicality, functionality, sacredness of Manuvadi Dharma Shastras and Sanatana Hindu Dharmic social moral structure, Varnashrama Dharma. I tell you, Hindus forgot 49 pre-Bronze Age civilizations. Among the 49 pre-Bronze Age civilizations, the only civilization is still alive, unbroken, continuously is Sanatana Hindu Dharma civilization. It is because of their social, moral fabric which was established on Paramadvaita, Manuvadi Dharma Shastras and Varnashrama Dharma. Paramadvaita experienced in social level and moral level is Dharma. The Manuvadi Dharma Shastras and Varnashrama Dharma kept Sanatana Hindu Dharma alive, even though all the other 48 pre-Bronze Age civilization is wiped out. There were 49 pre-Bronze Age civilization. All 48 are only there as a relic. Only Sanatana Hindu Dharma is still living as a civilization. Unfortunately, even Hindus are not realizing their strength was Manuvadi Dharma Shastras and Varnashrama Dharma. Hindu-mesic, Hindu-phobic media, anti-Hindu medias and institutions, their continuous hate speech, activities of cultural genocide and brainwashing. Even Hindus are losing. Unfortunately, Hindus are losing the moral and social level Paramadvaita and Manuvadi Dharma Shastras and Varnashrama Dharma, fabric of the ancient enlightened Sanatana Hindu civilizational nation. O Hindus, wake up. It is time you all wake up and realize what kept you alive for so long and revive your strengths so you can continue to flourish and serve the humanity. You have a reason to exist because you have so much of good to contribute to humanity. The most non-violent, peaceful, blissfully coexisting civilization is Sanatana Hindu Dharmic civilization, the ancient, enlightened, Sanatana Hindu Dharmic civilization, the most contributing civilization. You can see that globally. Hindus are the richest ethnic minority in 112 countries, starting from United States of America, Canada, Australia, UK, more than 112 countries, the statistics say. Statistics proves Hindus are the richest ethnic minority. Even in US, Hindus are the richest ethnic minority. They crossed Jews already. Even in USA, even in Canada, Hindus are the richest ethnic minority because they are most contributing people. I can give you the statistics. In United States of America and Canada, wherever the Hindu settlements are there, that zone will be crime-free zone. You won't find a single Hindu in US prison. Almost negligible. Lowest divorce rate, highest educated, lowest drug abuse, and lowest any form of addiction. I can go on be listing. All I am talking is based on statistics. Most contributing, law-abiding citizens in any country they go and settle. Listen, Hindus need to know what is their strength and why they are successful everywhere. And they need to revive their strengths. The strengths of Hindus is experiencing Paramadvaita in social level and moral level. The weakness of Hindus is rapidly they are losing that strength, that experience due to prolonged invasions and colonizations and modern day Hindu-phobic media and infrastructures and interests. O Hindus, wake up. It is time. We need to revive ancient, enlightened, Sanatana, Hindu Dharmic civilizational nation all over the world to contribute to the humanity, to contribute to the humanity. We need to revive the ancient, enlightened Sanatana Hindu Dharmic civilization. Next is spiritual level. Listen. Only when you experience Paramadvaita in cognition level, emotional level, social level, and moral level, your life will be radiating Paramadvaita in spiritual level. Your life will be filled with miracles. You will be causing miracles for yourself and everyone around you. And everyone around you will be causing miracles for themselves and for you. I am not giving some fantasy or dream. I am not selling idea of some utopia. No. I am not selling you some idea of some la la land. No. I am opening your third eye and giving you the Divya Drishti, vision, the ultimate vision. I am not selling you any dreams. I am giving you the ultimate vision. It is possible. Paramashiva has manifested it as Kailasan demonstrated. How many of you have seen in Kailasa courtyard me sitting in Samadhi, just like that the participants and Gurukul Balasans and Sannyasis manifesting so many spiritual powers and spiritual miracles? Raise your hand. You all then know what I am talking is the truth, absolute truth. Satyam, Satyam, Satyam. Because we know Satyameva Jayate. Truth alone triumphs. It is Satya that triumphs and lives forever. Understand? When you experience Dharma in social and moral level, the Paramadvaita in social and moral level, you experience Dharma. Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you. In spiritual level, next level, only when everyone around you radiates Dharma, only in the collective integrity, collective authenticity, collective enriching, collective responsibility, collective causing, the collective Paramadvaita experience. You experience Paramadvaita in spiritual level. For experiencing Paramadvaita in spiritual level, the collective integrity, collective authenticity, collective responsibility, and collective enriching is fundamental need. All the Rajya Sabha members, go back to your Kailasas and build that. Build collective integrity so you can all experience Paramadvaita in spiritual level. You cause miracles for others and others cause miracles for you. Life becomes spiritual celebration. You experience real spiritual life when you experience Paramadvaita in spiritual level. Understand? Sri Krishna says simply, Yogo nashta parantapaha. In course of time, yoga is lost. And to re-establish Dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuke yuke. He manifests again and again to establish the Paramadvaita in cognition level, emotional level, social level, moral level, spiritual level and environmental level. That is why he says in Gita, Paritranaya sadhunam vinachaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuke yuke. Understand? Only when you manifest Paramadvaita in social and moral level, you will start experiencing it in spiritual level. Experiencing Paramadvaita in spiritual level means everything you want will just like that manifest. You will cause miracles to others and others will cause miracles to you. You will be the cause for the spiritual miracles in everyone's life. Everyone around you will be the cause for the great spiritual miracles in your life. You will see Paramashiva everywhere, in you and everywhere, and everyone will see Paramashiva in you and in them. Everyone seeing Paramashiva everywhere, living in that society, ecosystem is what I call experiencing Paramadvaita in spiritual level. Next is environmental level means experiencing Paramadvaita even with the trees, rivers, forest, nature, hills, everything. The whole environment around you, with the whole universe, manifest and unmanifest. Understand? In Kailasa, every being is given right to live. In Kailasa, you can't cut trees, you can't kill any animal. It's a law. All animals and trees are given the status of being, and all of them are given right to live. The environment. River is a living entity. Hill is a living being. River is a living being. Not just living being, goddess. Today, we worship Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati. I should tell you, Kumbh Mela is the largest pilgrimage. Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati are the largest worshipped deities in the whole world. Because the largest religious pilgrimage, what religious pilgrimage? Largest gathering in the humanity happens as Kumbh Mela. Kumbh Mela is the largest gathering of humanity. And it is to worship Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, 3 rivers, goddesses, devatas. We don't see environment, rivers, even as an ordinary human being. No. We see them, they are divine beings, means gods and goddesses, because we know they are gods and goddesses. Hindus know the truth. I have had personally darshan of Triveni Mata. She is real. Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati together. The Triveni Mata is real. Understand? Today we are worshipping Surya, sun god. Because we know Surya is a living god. He is real. Experiencing Paramadvaita. In environmental level is the ultimate. In all 6 levels, experience Paramadvaita. The whole Hindu civilization is established on experiencing Paramadvaita in environmental level, not just social and spiritual and moral level, even in environmental level. That is why Hindus are the largest vegans, largest vegetarian people. Largest vegetarian society is Hindus. Understand? I should say every Hindu principle, every enlightened principle of Hinduism is established on experiencing Paramadvaita in environmental level. That is why Kailasa works with all indigenous nations to protect environment, to protect the forests, to protect the rivers, to protect the land, to protect environment for the generations to come. Understand? Not only humanity should wake up to the truth of global warming and raising ocean level and all those things, we should learn how to live with nature blissfully, coexisting with nature blissfully. We should not imbalance the nature. We should not think the planet Earth is only for human beings. No. We should experience Paramadvaita with the whole environment, in environmental level. That's the only way we can save the world. We can save the humanity. We can save the planet Earth. We can save the Brahmanda we are in, the universe we are in, experiencing Paramadvaita in all this level only will make you complete enlightened being. Kailasa is manifested. Paramashiva manifested Kailasa For this purpose, to demonstrate it is possible to experience Paramadvaita in cognition level, emotional level, social level, moral level, spiritual level, and environmental level. Paramashiva manifested Kailasa to demonstrate to the world, Paramadvaita, experiencing Paramadvaita, living Paramadvaita, radiating Paramadvaita is possible in cognition level, emotional level, social level, moral level, spiritual level, environmental level. Understand? O Hindus, wake up. It is time now. We need to understand our glorious, ancient, enlightened, Sanatana Hindu Dharmic civilizations, truths, powers, reality, and revive it. Paramashiva has manifested Mahakailasa for this purpose, and all the Paramashiva Sena program participants graduating today and the next batch carry this truth. Go wherever you are and manifest Kailasa. Kailasa is experiencing Paramadvaita in cognition level, emotional level, social level, moral level, spiritual level, environmental level. All 6 levels. Enrich the world with Paramadvaita. Be cause for the world to experience Paramadvaita in all these 6 levels. You are all Paramashiva's ambassadors, Paramashiva Sena participants and graduates, and every person associated with Kailasa. You are all Paramashiva's ambassadors. Manifest Paramadvaita in your cognition level first, then emotional level, then social level, then moral level, then spiritual level, then environmental level. This is the only way you can manifest the ultimate reality. Understand? Purpose of individual's life, purpose of human life, purpose of life itself is to manifest Paramadvaita in all these 6 levels. In all these 6 levels. So, today, as we worship Surya, Bhagavan Surya, let's offer our worship to him. And receive the grace of Bhagavan Surya. all the gods and goddesses, planets, Brahmanda, Sarvadeva Devi Swarupa, Bhagavan Kapila, Mata Triveni, and Paramashiva himself, to make us all live Paramadvaita in cognition level, emotional level, social level, moral level, spiritual level, and environmental level. Every activity of Kailasa is to manifest Paramadvaita, experience Paramadvaita, radiate Paramadvaita in cognition level, emotional level, social level, moral level, spiritual level, environmental level. First, Paramashiva got one place and manifested Kailasa in that place. Then he got few more places of sovereign lands given by few countries through the proper international treaties legally, and he manifested United States of Kailasa. Then he got few more sovereign lands and autonomous lands. Some autonomous lands were given by some indigenous nations, and he manifested beautifully United States of Kailasa and Kailasa IGO. Then, because many indigenous nations requested, Paramashiva manifested now United Ancient Nations, a united body for ancient indigenous nations, and more than 100 indigenous nations all over the world, Asia, Africa, Oceania, and in Andean countries, and many indigenous kingdoms have become members in these United Ancient Nations. With the grace of Paramashiva, let us all experience Paramadvaita in cognition level, emotional level, social level, moral level, spiritual level, environmental level, and make this planet Earth a blissful place to live, best place to live, and let's all blissfully coexist. As Paramashiva says, Ekoham Bahushyamaha. He says, let me become many to celebrate myself. So let us all celebrate each other, knowing that each one of us are God, embodiments of God, manifestations of the divine. Let's all celebrate Paramadvaita in cognition level, emotional level, social level, moral level, spiritual level, environmental level. So, with this, I formally declare and inaugurate Global Kumbh Mela celebrations of Kailasa in all Kailasas globally from today till Mahashivaratri, February 26th, and let us all manifest, radiate, celebrate Paramadvaita in cognition level, emotional level, social level, moral level, spiritual level, and environmental level. So with this, I wanted to add an important point to all those Hindus out there. Listen, you have to revive Sanatana Hindu Dharma to save humanity. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is the only hope. We have to save Sanatana Hindu Dharma, revive Sanatana Hindu Dharma to save humanity, because we are the non-violent, ahimsa-based civilization. We always blissfully coexisted, blissfully coexist. Love-based civilization, enlightenment-based civilization, non-violent civilization. Repeatedly, Sanatana Hindu Dharmic scripture says, Ahimsa Paramo Dharmaha. Among the natural laws of the life, non-violence is the ultimate natural law. Non-violence is the ultimate natural law of universe. Dharma means natural law of the universe. Non-violence, ahimsa, is the ultimate natural law of the universe. Let us celebrate ahimsa. Let us blissfully coexist. Let us remove all types of terrorism and coerced conversion. It is time humanity wakes up to the truths of ultimate life. The ultimate truths of ultimate life. We Hindus have the responsibility to take this great message of Paramadvaita, experiencing in cognition level, emotional level, social level, moral level, spiritual level, environmental level, to the world. Let us become Paramashiva's ambassadors and carry his message. Make Kailasa everywhere. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam Paramadvaitam, the state, space, powers, being, consciousness, super consciousness, and Maha Kailasa of Paramashiva. Kailasa and Maha Kailasa of Paramashiva in cognition level, emotional level, social level, moral level, spiritual level, and environmental level. Paramashivoham, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूत द्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामयचतुरश्रयान् गीयमान छत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादिसमस्तबिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञानविज्ञानचक्रवर्ती सर्वजनसङ्घसद्यो निर्वाणदीक्षाव्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमतकलभकेसरी शैवसिद्धान्तस्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराजपाण्ड्यमहाराज गुरु क्षपणशाक्यादिमहान्धकारनिवारणज्ञानभानु वीक्षणानर्हार्हध्वजोच्छेदनपूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वजस्थापक शैवसमयकर्त्रे सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ श्रीजगद्गुरु श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धदेशिकस्वामि वागीशसुन्दरमाणिक्यवाचकस्वामिनाम् अवतारभूत श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धस्वामि पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान अरुणगिरियोगीश्वर परम्परागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञपीठ गुरुमहासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमङ्गल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरजित कैलास परम्परागत आदिकैलास नित्यानन्दपीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठकर्तः साक्षात् श्रीपरमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परम्परागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मण्डित चतुष्षष्टि सम्प्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्मशासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुराङ्गी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणिपीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञानवितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।
The end of Mahabharat war, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization consisted of 10,000 Hindu traditions, or sampradayas, that existed in 56 Hindu nations, 200 Hindu kingdoms, 1,700 Hindu provinces that covered more than 6 million kilometers square of Asia. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, SPH, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivam, is the reviver of Kailasa, this ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. Kailasa is an unbroken cultural, religious, historical, civilizational, and sovereign continuation and revival of multiple of these historical Hindu sovereign states and Hindu ecclesiastical entities. The unbroken continuity of these ancient Hindu nations through Kailasa results in the legal recognition of Kailasa as per the international customary law, particularly the doctrine of continuity. The international law, the doctrine of continuity, implies that upheavals and revolutions within a country, changes in government, territorial adjustments, measures taken during military occupation, or other internal transformations do not negate the existence of the country, do not affect the legal personality and international obligations of the country or state. The Vienna Convention on Succession of States in respect of treaties, 1978, addresses these principle of the doctrine of continuity as it outlines international law during situation of state succession or continuation. International law recognizes a state's legal personality by recognizing its identity. This perspective extends even during the period when the given state or country is annexed or occupied by a foreign power. Even in such cases, the legal personality of the state is considered to persist, enabling its subsequent re-establishment. Historical examples dating back to the 18th century include cases like Portugal and Genoa that were re-established after the Vienna Congress of 1815. More recent examples include countries such as Poland, Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Albania, and Austria that were re-established after World War II. Even when a nation is deprived of its territory, the nation continues to exist. Its sovereignty and international legal personality continues to persist. The Dalai Lama, as the spiritual and temporal leader of Tibet, exemplifies this principle. In 1959, the Dalai Lama was exiled and forced to flee. Despite the challenges faced, the Dalai Lama continues to advocate for the preservation of Tibetan culture and garners worldwide support for Tibetan autonomy on the global stage. Similarly, from 1309 to 1376, the Pope of Catholicism had been in exile in Avignon. Despite this, he was recognized as the head of state as well as head of the church and given full privileges of the position after their return to Rome. Even in 1861, much of the papal territories had been lost, leaving the Pope with no sovereign territory other than the papal residence and related buildings. Yet his temporal powers were still acknowledged. He was recognized as a head of state, and later, the Lateran Treaty of 1929 formally re-established papal sovereignty over the Vatican City. The Sovereign Order of Malta further exemplifies this principle, retaining international recognition as a sovereign entity despite the permanent loss of their territory upon Napoleon's invasion in June 1798. Despite such permanent loss of territory, the sovereignty and the international legal personality of the Sovereign Order of Malta continue to persist. Much later in 1894, the order settled in Rome and acquired two properties, the Magistral Palace and the Magistral Villa that received extraterritorial status. Today, the order maintains diplomatic relations with 112 countries, issues its own diplomatic passports, currency stamps, and vehicle registration plates, and has been granted observer status in the United Nations. All these examples of state re-establishment illustrate the principle of continuity of states, as per international law, that a state's legal personality persists over time. A nation continues to exist even after a complete loss of territory. A far more striking example is of the oceanic countries, which are under the threat of their entire nation being drowned and submerged due to rising sea levels owing to global warming. In response to such existential threat of climate change, Pacific Island nations, including Tuvalu, have enacted constitutional amendments and made international declarations affirming that their nation and their sovereign rights will continue to persist, despite their entire territory being lost to the sea. This proactive stance is highlighted in the Constitution of Tuvalu Act 2023 and the Pacific Islands Forum Declaration of 2021. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyānanda Paramashivām, through the line of succession is the present 203rd Emperor of the Hindu Sovereign Kingdom of Surangi Samrajya. He was crowned on the 31st of December 2004 at the age of 26. Thus, by very same principles of the doctrine of continuity, through which the international legal personality of Portugal, Genoa, Poland, Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Albania, Austria, Vatican, Tibet, Sovereign Order of Malta, and several other nations has been recognized despite having undergone a period of exile, annexation, occupation by a foreign power, or despite loss of territory. The SPH Nityananda Paramashivām, through well-established legal and historical facts about the Hindu sovereign state of the Surangi Samrajyam, derives all sovereign rights and powers of the royal lineage of the Surangi Samrajyam as its 203rd sovereign emperor from his inheritance and continuation of the unbroken succession of the kingdom of Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam Sarvanapitha. Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam, through unification with 20 other sovereign Hindu states and sovereign ecclesiastical, historical entities, became part of the United States of Kailasa, which thus became a sovereign, independent juridical state, with the SPH Nityananda Paramashivām as the sovereign. Just as how the oceanic nations like Tuvalu have safeguarded their sovereignty from the existential threat of total submersion by amending their constitution and asserting that their sovereignty will persist regardless of the loss of their territory, Kailasa, which is a sovereign continuation of 21 sovereign Hindu states and sovereign ecclesiastical historical entities, is also reviving and continuing the Kumari Kandam Hindu nations that got submerged. As per the doctrine of continuity, these facts imply that the Kailasa's statehood is recognized by international law and manifests as international customary law, particularly the doctrine of continuity. The international law, the doctrine of continuity, implies that upheavals and revolutions within a country, changes in government, territorial adjustments, measures taken during military occupation, or other internal transformations do not negate the existence of the country, do not affect the legal personality and international obligations of the country or state. The Vienna Convention on Succession of States in respect of treaties, 1978, addresses these principle of the doctrine of continuity as it outlines international law during situation of state succession or continuation. International law recognizes a state's legal person Czechoslovakia, Albania, and Austria that were re-established after World War II. Even when a nation is deprived of its territory, the nation continues to exist. Its sovereignty and international legal personality continues to persist. The Dalai Lama, as the spiritual and temporal leader of Tibet, exemplifies this principle. In 1959, the Dalai Lama was exiled and forced to flee. Despite the challenges faced, the Dalai Lama continues to advocate for the preservation of Tibetan culture and garners worldwide support for Tibetan autonomy on the global stage. Similarly, from 1309 to 1376, the Pope of Catholicism had been in exile in Avignon. Despite this, he was recognized as the head of state as well as head of the church, and given full privileges of the position after their return to Rome. Even in 1861, much of the papal territories had been lost, leaving the Pope with no sovereign territory other than the papal residence and related buildings. Yet his temporal powers were still acknowledged. He was recognized as a head of state, and later, the Lateran Treaty of 1929 formally re-established papal sovereignty over the Vatican City. The Sovereign Order of Malta further exemplifies this principle, retaining international recognition as a sovereign entity despite the permanent loss of their territory upon Napoleon's invasion in June 1798. Despite such permanent loss of territory, the sovereignty and the international legal personality of the Sovereign Order of Malta continue to persist. Much later in 1894, the order settled in Rome and acquired two properties, the Magistral Palace and the Magistral Villa that received extraterritorial status. Today, the order maintains diplomatic relations with 112 countries, issues its own diplomatic passports, currency, stamps, and vehicle registration plates, and has been granted observer status in the United Nations. All these examples of state re-establishment illustrate the principle of continuity of states, as per international law, that a state's legal personality persists over time. A nation continues to exist even after a complete loss of territory. A far more striking example is of the oceanic countries, which are under the threat of their entire nation being drowned and submerged due to rising sea levels owing to global warming. In response to such existential threat of climate change, Pacific Island nations, including Tuvalu, have enacted constitutional amendments and made international declarations affirming that their nation and their sovereign rights will continue to persist, despite their entire territory being lost to the sea. This proactive stance is highlighted in the Constitution of Tuvalu Act 2023 and the Pacific Islands Forum Declaration of 2021. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyānanda Paramashivāṁ, through the line of succession is the present 203rd Emperor of the Hindu Sovereign Kingdom of Surangi Samrajya. He was crowned on the 31st of December 2004 at the age of 26. Thus, by very same principles of the doctrine of continuity, through which the international legal personality of Portugal, Genoa, Poland, Ethiopia, Czechoslovakia, Albania, Austria, Vatican, Tibet, Sovereign Order of Malta, and several other nations has been recognized despite having undergone a period of exile, annexation, occupation by a foreign power, or despite loss of territory. The SPH Nityananda Paramashivam, through well-established legal and historical facts about the Hindu sovereign state of the Surangi Samrajyam, derives all sovereign rights and powers of the royal lineage of the Surangi Samrajyam as its 203rd sovereign emperor, from his inheritance and continuation of the unbroken succession of the kingdom of Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam Sarvanapitha. Surya Vamsa Surangi Samrajyam, through unification with 20 other sovereign Hindu states and sovereign ecclesiastical, historical entities, became part of the United States of Kailasa, which thus became a solid juridical state, E.H. Nityananda Paramashivam, as the sovereign. Just as how the oceanic nations like Tuvalu have safeguarded their sovereignty from the existential threat of total submersion by amending their constitution and asserting that their sovereignty will persist regardless of the loss of their territory, Kailasa, which is a sovereign continuation of 21 sovereign Hindu states and sovereign ecclesiastical historical entities, is also reviving and continuing the Kumari Kandam Hindu nations that got submerged. As per the doctrine of continuity, these facts imply that the Kailasa's statehood is recognized by international law and manifests as a natural outcome of well-established historical legal facts. Share your time, talent, and treasure. Become part of Kailasa. Sign up as an eCitizen https://kailasa.ecitizen.info
Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Now, slowly, very slowly, you can open your eyes. And let us share what Swamiji revealed to you through your third eye. If you want to share the solution, you can go ahead, solution, and you can share. Else, celebrate that Paransha has manifested through you and has given the solution. Let us know in any ways. How was your experience?
Yes, this is one of the powers you can manifest in your day-to-day life whenever you face a situation where you feel you don't know the answer to what you should do next. What is the next step to take? Simply remember that you have a third eye and you can connect to the cosmic brow center. Our Swamiji said is the browsing center and brow center. You can just connect to the source and receive the direct answer to any situation that you are facing. You don't have to rely on any external information. since you can directly connect to the source of the very cosmos, which can reveal the answer to you. So start using this power for your own life as a utility more and more. And you will see the kind of confidence that you radiate, because you know you are Paramashiva. You have all the answers to all questions. Even when you are in a conversation with a person who is maybe well-read, a learned person, and you strike a conversation, you don't have to worry that you will not be able to meet the standard of the situation, the standard of the conversation, because you can connect to the cosmos and you can speak from that very resource of information. So you don't have to worry about what you learned, what you memorized, and all that. Can simply download all the information, and that will bring a lot of relaxed, calm inner space to you. No distress, no competition.
Yes, we have Vrishabha, who shares lack of integrity and authenticity. And the solution she received was focus on the first person. Awesome. Very good, Ma. And so the moment you share, it gives encouragement and confidence to other people as well to manifest this power. Because third eye can really give the solution. Those who have any doubts, confusions, they get a lot of, especially those people who are new, to have this confidence as if others are able to manifest, Shiva can manifest through you as well. So thank you for sharing, Ma. All right. So with this, we'll be moving on to the next session, which is going to be on love, the gateway for consciousness, higher consciousness. Swami says again, love is the direct way. When you are in love, you don't have any confusion, you don't have any self-doubts. It's just with simple devotion and gratitude and surrender. When you are in love, you are in the oneness with Paramashiva. So let's enter into this session, and it will be followed by the meditation. Let's begin.
Here the sutra which Shiva says, look lovingly at some object. Do not go to another object. Here in the middle of the object, let the blessing happen to you. You see, you do not even have to choose a deity. You can choose anything with which you feel connected. If it is Coca-Cola bottle, okay. But the problem is, with Coca-Cola bottle you will have only lust, not love. When you see that bottle, you will think only what I can get out of it. Understand? Looking with love and looking with lust are two different things. When you see a beautiful man or woman, when you look, you only look what I can get out of that person. Then it is looking with lust, not with love. Love means what I can add to that person. What way I can be of some help to that person. If you decide or think of adding something, then it's looking with love. The moment you see and you start calculating what I can get out of that person, it is looking with lust. Understand? Looking with love, looking with lust, two different things. Here Mahadeva says, not only two different things, diametrically opposite. Diametrically opposite. Here Mahadeva says, look lovingly at some object. If you use the divine objects, it is lot more easy, because the possibility of lust is less. Possibility of love is more. From the young age you are taught to look with a love and respect. So it is easy to connect. It is easy to relate. have any one deity or the photograph of the God or Guru, try to look with a deep love without moving to the other object. Understand? That is the main. That is the basic thing. Do not move to the other object. The moment you start jumping to the other object, you are tired of this object. The love has disappeared. Understand? As long as love is there, that object is unique, not number. Not number. For example, if you are just a worker, maybe a clerk or a attendant, just a clerk in the office, if you die, nothing will stop. Somebody else will come, replace you. The job will continue, life will continue. You are just an utility, number, figure, that's all. But if somebody is in love with the same clerk, if the clerk dies, that person will never be again the same. Wherever you are just a number, even if you die, that mechanism will not suffer. Wherever you are in love with some object or person or somebody is in love with you, you become unique. Naturally, your death cannot be replaced. That person will miss you. That person's life will never be the same again. Love makes things unique. Love makes things unique. The other day, we were having an energizing ceremony here in the temple. All the Swamis, all of us are sitting and before preparing for the ceremony. One disciple, she asked me, Swamiji, every day you are seeing us, all our mistakes, confusions, are you not bored by us? It was a very honest question. Because they know if sometime I tell them, do some new mistake, I will be entertained. Not the same mistakes. Because even to commit new mistakes, you need intelligence. She was asking that, don't you feel bored? I told, just because of my very love, I feel everybody is unique. Understand? I do not look upon the devotees or disciples as number. It is unique. That is why with so much of patience, I continue to work with everybody. If it is just a number, forget about it. Next person will do the work. Over. Devotees or disciples are not number for me. Because of my love for them, they are unique. Everybody is unique. Of course, I never miss anybody. Just because of complete fulfillment. But otherwise, everybody adds something. Everybody is welcomed, is expected, is needed, is wanted, is required to be here. Every individual is unique. Same way, when you are in love with the Master, he is needed, he is unique. When that love is not there, one more Swami, we can go to the other Ananda. What is there? If you just type only Nityananda, at least 200,000 websites are opening. Just Nityananda. If you type Swami Nityananda, I don't know how many million websites will open. And if he is not, then some other Swami, that's all. If you are a number, you can be replaced. If the love, element of love comes to play between you and the other person, you are no more a number. You are unique being, irreplaceable, unique being. Love adds life even to the person. With love, the person is a spirit, life. Without love, the person is reduced to a thing, utility. Without love, when you look at somebody, a beautiful man or woman, and planning for what I can get out of that person, you are reducing him to a thing, not as a being, as a spirit. Only when you look at that person with a love, he is a spirit, he is a living being. When that love is not there, he is a thing. That is why whenever people look at you with a lustful eyes, you feel repulsive. It looks ugly. You just cover yourself. You just hide yourself. You want to move out of that place. Whenever somebody looks at you with a deep love, you just feel like being around that person continuously. Even if you get only one glimpse, one eye contact with him, you will be waiting for it. You will be just waiting for that one contact. Just waiting for that one glimpse, one look. It's a love which adds value to the uniqueness. Another one incident, at least with that Krishna incident which I said, it was a deity. It was a carved Krishna Murthy. That is okay. There is another one small incident happened. I was traveling, I don't know which place, maybe around the area of Madhya Pradesh or Maharashtra. There was one small tree, and under the tree the 3 bricks which is used for construction is kept with turmeric powder applied on it and some puja being done. Usually in the evening time when I rest, I'll search for some brick for the head to keep the head and lie down. I saw that area, nobody was there, just the 3 bricks were there, and I do not know that it was being worshipped by some villager as a deity. And I just picked up that brick and put it for my head and lie down. And really, in 10 minutes, one village guy, elderly person, is running towards me. His house was maybe 1 mile away. He ran towards me, and when he came near me, he understood I am a sadhu. Because I was a sadhu, he did not beat me. He told, do you know, this is Shiva, I worship. He appeared in my dream and told that you are lying on him. Truth, really. Understand? So that's why I came here. And he brought a small pillow. That's another one beautiful thing. He brought a pillow. Lie down on this pillow and leave him there. Put that Murthy back. From 1 mile, he was lying down in his home. He says, I had a dream. Shiva told me that one sadhu is lying on me. Take that. And he brought the pillow and told me to put the brick the other side. We don't know who all are having connection to what all. Just his deep love for that ordinary brick, which is used for construction, can create a telepathy power in him. Understand? I read an article. American army is trying to develop telepathy power to use during the war times. They are doing some research and development to use this telepathy, sending message through the mind. Understand? Ordinary villager, just his love for a brick. Of course, I'm afraid to use the word brick again now. He may get a... I don't think he is dead. Only that elderly lady was dead. I don't think he is dead because I never tried to trace him also. Anyhow, just simple love to ordinary looking brick can create such a deep telepathy connection between him and Mahadeva, then understand, between him and Shiva, this ordinary brick is acting like a cell phone. You can't imagine the way in which that guy ran towards me and the way in which he was shouting at me. Just because I am a sadhu, he left me. Otherwise, I would have had the puja. The puja from him. Just I want all of you to understand the power of love, the power of simple love. It was a simple love, and actually during British time, all the milestones in the Indian highway used to be yellow painted. There was a big problem because from next day all the local villagers started worshipping all the milestones. No, really. Then they changed the color and changed it to green paint. Because for Indian villages nothing is needed. Just a clear some shape is enough. Everything is God for us. Everything is God for us. Let me describe this incident that may throw a deeper light for you. It was a very intimate discussion between me and one of my enlightened disciples. Maybe, if you are new, you should know, few of my disciples had the fortune and had the enlightenment experience. Not only had, and of course enlightenment once happens, it stays with you. He was asking me, Swamiji, after this experience, whatever books I read, many points I can say are my experience, but many points are not my experience. How can I understand whether I am fully enlightened or not? Or how is that points? Are they right or wrong? There is a very beautiful incident in Ramana Maharshi's life. I quoted and gave him the answer. Understand, this one incident can completely open up and give you a new click or new glimpse towards the truth. Ramana Maharshi says in his teaching, when in his conversation, I never read any spiritual literature or the literature related to spiritual knowledge except one or two books before enlightenment. He says, I achieved the Brahmajnana without knowing the word Brahman. And after I achieved the experience, when I was going through the books, I was able to clearly experience whatever is written is my personal experience. This was the discussion he was doing. Later on, some disciple asked him, Bhagavan, how can every word written in that book can be your personal experience? He was bringing up some point. In that book, it is written like that, some traditional book. Enlightened masters can do all this. But in your experience, you are not doing all that. Some materialization or miracles. Bhagavan says, when I say all those things are part of my experience, my inner space is so vast, I can see very clearly, including materialization, everything can happen. It is not necessary that I should do it and show. But in my inner space, I can see very clearly it can happen. Understand? If you have the clear confidence and feeling, yes, I can see the divine. It can happen in me. I have such enough inner space and love. Be very clear. Already you passed that state. You passed that much. You can now start the next level. You can now start the next things. You don't need to sit there and prove. Sitting there and proving is only needed as long as you have doubt. You have doubt. Bhagavan says very beautifully, I am very clear The materialization can happen inside my inner space. I can very clearly do. That is the reason. I don't have to prove myself or to prove to others that I can do. I asked him, do you have that clarity? He said, yes. I do. I am very clear. I can do it. Only thing I do not, the feeling is not coming up strongly from the navel center. That any thought has to come from the navel center, only then you will be able to execute. That is not happening. But the possibility is there inside the body. I can feel very clearly. My nerves are saying it is possible in me. See, your nerves will never tell lie to you. Your mind will tell lie to you, but never your body. Your nervous system will never tell a lie to you. Your nervous system can never tell false things to you. He said, I am very clear. I can do that. Then that's all. You do not have to prove. Understand, when you have this love, your inner space will become such. There are many things you will not ask to be proved. You will not asking for the clear logical reason. Suddenly you will just feel connected. That's all. People who cannot experience, understand the space of being in love with the Master cannot understand the truth. That's why I always tell, we are not cult, we are a culture. Understand, there is a big difference between these two. There is a big difference between these two. When you are in deeply love, you will see the uniqueness of the truth. And everything will become alive, reality to you. And you will see every step you take in your life feels ecstatic, feels joyful. I cannot imagine from 1 mile somebody running with a pillow saying that you are sleeping on my God. Understand the strong telepathy connection. With an ordinary brick, I am sure nobody saw and called him in cell phone. Because those days there was no cell phone in the villages. And surely nobody can see and go and tell him. And if somebody went and told him, he would have only brought the stick, not the pillow. But he brought the pillow. He says, Shiva told me, you are lying on him, you have the pillow and leave him, put him there, back in his place. Love can create such a deep connection, and it can open up many dimensions in you. It can awaken many possibilities in you. So understand this technique. You can try, even in this next gap, you will have a small break. Every day we will see 2 sutras. 2 sutra and a small break. We will have, even this small break, try to go and sit in front of any one deity which you really love, or any other object which you really feel loving. Sit in front of it. Look very deeply, lovingly. Just look. Let your consciousness be completely centered on your eyes. Let your hand, leg, body, everything lose its very existence. Let you forget about all those things. Let everything disappear. Let you just become eyes. Look deeply, with a deep love for few minutes without jumping into the other object. If you jump to other object, come back. Get back. And just sit with a deep love, completely in a relaxed way. You will see a very deep silence very deep bliss, very deep blessing starts coming out of your system. You need to understand one more thing. All techniques can lead only to peace. When the peace settles inside your system, bliss will explode. Do not expect the bliss which is being expressed or shown in my body language. Meditation will lead you only to peace. And when the peace settles inside your system, when your nerves are cleaned, when your nervous system is cleaned by the peace, the settling peace, the bliss will explode. You will start expressing the bliss which is expressed in the master's body language. Try this meditation technique with any one deity, with a deep love and silence. Let the blessing happen to you. Let the blessing happen to everyone. Let me read the sutra. O beloved, put attention neither on pleasure nor on pain, but between this, let you achieve the truth. This is the one more sutra. Does not need to be practiced at particular time. These are Nitya Sutras. Means this should mix inside you as a juice. These should be like understanding. It has to be internalized inside you. It should become part of you. And it should become eternal practice in you. Nitya Sutras. I can classify the Shiva Sutras into 3 categories. Nitya Sutras. Once you understand and internalize, then that is enough. Every day it will start practicing itself. Nothing else is required. The second, Dhyana Sutras. You need to understand and practice at a special particular time in your life. Third, Ananda Sutras. Just very understanding, you are liberated. Just very click, you will feel that openness. You are free. This sutra is Nitya Sutra. Just you need to understand, internalize, then it will naturally become part of you. Your very being will start expressing itself. This same understanding. Put attention neither share or on pain, but between these. Continuously either you expect pain or pleasure in the next coming moment. You calmly think, what next? And immediately, if I do that, what am I going to get? Whether it is going to bring pleasure or going to bring pain. What is it going to bring? What is it going to do? How am I going to handle it? Either you visualize pain or you visualize pleasure. Mahadeva says, do not visualize pleasure or pain, just be. Again, one more technique to throw you back to the center. Throw you back to the present moment. Actually, to tell you honestly, all 112 technique can be expressed in one word, be unclutched. But we are not so intelligent to listen one word from one master once and then be unclutched. So I have to add the same thing, be unclutched, be unclutchedly unclutched. And unclutching is the ultimate unclutching. The clutching is not the useful thing. These are the 112 sutras, that's all. That is the truth, nothing else. I have to use so many words to remind you constantly, that's all. Actually, it is like driving the teaching into your head. Exactly the same thing which I was speaking yesterday, balancing between rajas and tamas. That same thing Mahadeva is expressing in a different way, in a different expression. Do not put your attention on pain or pleasure. See, yesterday, what the technique which I was talking is, if you can catch the glimpse of that, how your body feels when you are having rajas, if you catch the glimpse, how you feel agitated during rajas, then that technique is for you. If you are not able to catch, there are some people, even if you sit 10 times in roller coaster, you will not be able to catch how the rajas is activated in your system. They will be so dull in the self-diagnosing methods. Even if they say they have stomach pain, it means they have headache. Now, sometime in Ayurvedic system, doctors will not believe what you say. They will directly diagnose. Just like how the animals are treated. They will directly diagnose. Because you lost connection with the nature. You lost touch with the nature. You lost touch with your own body. So if you are not able to find out the imbalance of rajas or tamas, here, at least you can find out based on your mental emotion. I think that will be a lot more easy. Finding out whether you are caught in the pain visualizations or pleasure visualizations. You are continuously expecting next going to be pain or pleasure. Usually we expect only pain. We don't expect pleasure. Very rarely we may expect the pleasure. Mahadeva says, put your attention between this, means in this moment. You need to understand one important thing. Actually, when you are in this moment, you will have only experiencing. There will not be any title attached to that experience as a pain or pleasure. You will be able to attach a title to that experience as pain or pleasure only when you compare with your past experiences. Means you already moved into past. If you are in this moment, you will have only one thing, a strong, intense experiencing, like the whole cosmos moving. Because your chairs are stable, you forget this whole earth is moving. There is an intense activity happening in this moment, in the planet, in the whole cosmos. If you relax into the present moment, you will see your life is nothing but experiencing. Only when you slip into the past, you will call that as an experience of pain or pleasure. Even you addressing something as pain or pleasure is nothing but slipping into the past. Come back and just sit. You will see so much of experiencing is happening in your system. Every breath going inside and becoming part of your blood and becoming energy, prana, life force for the parts of your body is a huge experiencing. It is happening. It is constantly happening. I tell you, just come down to that experiencing. Means the life permeating you, life penetrating you, life flowing through you. You will see what you call as pain or pleasure is too small, petty, negligible. You'll suddenly see life is experiencing, not just experience. Put attention neither on pleasure nor on pain, but between these two, let you catch the truth. If you stop your mind moving towards pain or pleasure, it has to fall into bliss. No other way. There is no other space to go about. Suddenly you will see it falls into the peace and bliss. Nothing else needs to be done. Just for few moments, decide not to let the mind go to pain or to the pleasure, just to the center, just to the bliss. The moment you stop these two movements, automatically it will fall into bliss. Actually, one reason why the Shiva Sutra has not become so popular like other scriptures, because it gives too many wide variety of options and techniques. The branding was very difficult. Usually, if it is one particular thing and 10,000 people are talking about it, it will become very popular. Easy for selling, branding. But here, Mahadeva has not created this book for selling. He has expressed all the great truths he discovered through his research and development. Every experience, he has verbalized it and spelled it out. He just decided, in future, whoever wants to take up one line, one sutra, and create a tradition and philosophy, let them do. Here I am expressing the whole encyclopedia. This book is actually Encyclopedia of Enlightenment. You have to do. Just listening, just reading is not going to work. You have to internalize it. You have to digest it. Because reading the menu card is not going to fulfill your hunger. Only eating is going to give you the fulfillment. Let us enter into the technique itself. Please close your eyes. Sit in a very relaxed way. Neither expect next moments, the future in your life is going to be pain, nor expect it is going to be pleasure. Just be in this moment. Any thought which happens in your mind will only be expectation about pain or pleasure. Relax from both the thoughts and just be in between. whenever your mind slips into the thoughts which may create pleasure or pain, bring it back. Be responsible to remind yourself. Get back to the beginning. Be in the relaxed center. I am speaking on all these techniques so elaborately to bring them back to life and put it on record so that for future it is preserved and for seekers it is available to practice. Try any one technique which clicks with you, you will see the ultimate truth. Let you achieve and radiate the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you.
Yes, Nithyananda, all of you. So, love is the way for the enlightenment to receive, to have that higher consciousness. And we just had the meditation as well. So, let us know your experience and how you are experiencing these meditation, the powerful clicks in your life, and how it is reflected in your day-to-day life as well. Remember, having that oneness with Paramashivam, having that oneness with Swamiji is the whole approach through the power manifestation, through the meditation, and through the power manifestation, and through the meditation, all the techniques that we do. So with this, we'll be moving on to the power manifestation. In the last round, we did third eye solutions for yourself. In this round, you are going to do third eye solutions for your partner.
Yes, actually, some people have already posted some problems that they are facing here in the chat. Requesting all the participants to please reach out, connect with each other, and form pairs, and let's enter into this round of the power manifestation. If you have someone close by, actually that is best. So you can sit with them and look them in the eyes. That is always best to enrich the people also. So connect to Swamiji after you inquired about their problem. What is it that they need a solution for? And then you just ask Swamiji to reveal it. Don't be shy to express whatever is being revealed. Understand it is not you coming up with something. It is Swamiji revealing it to you through your third eye. So just drop it at Swamiji's feet and share it, so the other person can be helped through this power manifestation. So if you could maybe send a message in the chat that you are yet to partner and you can pair up, that would be optimal.
Also, we have sharings. All right. So let's get ready. You can sit with your head, neck, spine in a straight line. And that question, connect with the partner and ask the partner what solution or the question for which the solution that your partner is looking for, that he wants from the third eye. Take a moment to connect with the partner. And once you have connected, ask what solution, what question they are looking for solution through the third eye. And once you have done that, visualize Swamiji in your inner space and place that question in your third eye. Start chanting Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. As you vibrate with this Mahavakya, with a deep feeling connection with Bhagavan, ask Swamiji to reveal every solution for the problem that partner has. Let's enter into this manifestation.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् आनन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्
Yes, you can now settle down. Take some time to share the solutions you received from the third eye with your partner. And you can share whether they can resonate with that. And you can maybe share it here in the chat as well, if you like. Let's take a few moments just to communicate all the revelations from the third eye with the partner for whom we have manifested this power. If you manifested the power for yourself, no problem. If you want to share, go ahead.
Yes, take a moment and share. Then we'll be moving on to the next session. And the next session is going to be on from sound to silence. All the time, the inner chatter that goes on and on and on inside us. From that, moving to the silence, that vibrant silence. Let's enter into this revelation by Swamiji. Have the deep listening, to have the deep silence. So please come to the space of listening and let's.
I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today we are entering into a very beautiful subject. Today's subject is from sounds to silence. Yesterday, Mahadeva was giving us a technique, method to go beyond, to enter into the samadhi, enlightenment from visualizations. See, the ultimate experience, the ultimate truth is beyond forms and sounds, beyond form and name. You can take quantum jump into that formlessness, namelessness, from form or from name. Form or a name can be a jumping board to jump into that ultimate consciousness. Yesterday's technique was how to take a jump from form. That is why he was teaching us how to stop seeing an object with eyes from outside, then how to stop seeing an object in the inner space without eyes. Two things. Stopping the seeing process in the outer world, all of you know. He guided us slowly from that step to the next step, stopping seeing the object in the inner space also. Today, Mahadeva is guiding us from sound to soundlessness. Yesterday he was teaching us from form to formlessness. Today he is giving us the technique from sound to soundlessness. Very powerful methods. One reason why this book did not become so popular like a normal religious scriptures, because this book is really serious about enlightenment. Understand, people are very happy to talk about meditation but never want to sit. It became one more fantasy, one more fashion. It became one more fashion to talk about meditation and to buy all the things necessary for meditation, a book or a kit or a yoga mat, and trying to book a resort, trying to get everything. Really, sometimes I am surprised because the amount of material getting sold to our organization, if everybody meditates in planet Earth, would have become so positive long before. The amount of book I am selling, even if 10% of the people reads that books, long before the planet Earth would have become filled with positive energy. No need to be afraid of global warming. So the global warming is nothing but collective negativity to the nature. Why we become insensitive to nature? The moment ego comes, you become insensitive to the nature. There was a beautiful story I was reading about a poet. This guy says in the young age, he used to go and play with the wild animals near his homes, near his house. His father used to warn him that he should not go and play with the wild animals because they may disturb him. But he used to just run away and be with them. He says, when I became self-conscious, means afraid that there is a possibility they may disturb me, they will never come near me. The communication never happened. The relationship never happened. But whenever I had the courage or the very playful mood, whenever I don't have that fear, self-consciousness, the communication, the relationships used to be so strong. I felt very clearly, they are connecting with me, I am connecting with them. Understand? When your ego becomes strong, connecting with the nature is disturbed. my own life, there's a beautiful incident which has taught me a lot. I was sitting in a very relaxed mood one evening in a forest. My eyes are open, but I was not seeing anything. There was no information going inside and getting processed. There was a snake lying in front of me, just 3 feet in front of me. 3 feet was the distance between me and that snake, cobra. At least 6-7 feet long cobra. Because the eyes are not processing any information, there was no fear inside. I was just sitting. And the cobra was also so relaxed, comfortable. Suddenly I saw, slowly my mind came down to a normal plane. I had a thought, oh, there is a snake. And the next thought, I should move out. The moment the thought snake came in my inner space, I saw very clearly the snake felt that I am a man. Till I felt this is a snake, the snake never felt I am a man. Till I felt the fear, the snake never felt threatened by me. Neither I had fear nor the snake had fear. But the moment I had the fear, it's not that distance has become less or I moved or that snake moved, nothing. Just the thought snake. The snake started, I was very clearly able to feel in the snake's inner space there was a disturbance, restlessness. The moment I had the thought I should move, the fear, immediately the snake also felt the same insecurity, threatened. Immediately the snake started moving, even before I started moving. Both of us started moving. The moment your verbalization comes inside, the moment your words, your mind comes inside, the whole juice of the life is lost. Just innocent way of relating is lost. Just feeling connected is lost. That's one of the major loss which can happen to a human being. Understand? It's like a person who is born blind can never be made to understand what he is missing. Same way, the person who lost the way of communicating with the heart or the feeling can never be made to understand what he lost. It is very big thing to lose. All of us continuously think about meditation, but never want to get into it. Really, I feel that the amount of literature getting sold about meditation, the amount of accessories and the things needed for these practices getting sold, I don't think people are practicing. It has become one more fashion to keep all kinds of spiritual books in the home, the showcase, or just I am also a seeker. But Shiva is too serious. That is why he did not become popular. If he was giving a very mild things, just more and more ideas about meditation, he would have become popular. He was not just giving more and more ideas about meditation. He was insistent that you practice. He was insisting that you transform. That is where the trouble starts. If somebody just talks, it's very easy. You can sit and listen, go back and live your same routine. As long as the transformation is not demanded, you are very comfortable. But here, every line, every sutra Shiva demands the transformation. Means a strong, clear, conscious decision to change the way in which you think and live. That is too much. That is too much. This book has no introduction. That is the beauty of this book. Means he is not preparing you philosophically. He is straight away dealing with you, whoever you may be, whatever may be your background, whatever may be your past. He is ready to talk to you. He is ready to relate with you. You see, introduction means what? Preparing the audience. He is not into that business. He is very straight. He is very clear. Straight away he opens the subject. He is not even talking about enlightenment, because he is too busy giving it. He doesn't have time to talk about it. He is too busy giving it. The beauty is, he is not a person from the marketing line. He is the person from research and development line. He is from research and development department, did not bother about marketing. The only book I can say which does not have Palashruti. Palashruti means the results which you will get. He doesn't talk, no Palashruti. All books will talk first about the promises. Here he is not giving any promise, straight away he is delivering the product. You should be very careful about these marketing departments. Small story. A guy died, reached Lord of Death, the court of the Lord of Death, Yama. And Yama said, you have done some good things and some bad things, some merit and some sins. So you can first enjoy the heaven, then go back to hell. Because the hell is eternal, you can't come back. He said, the Yama asked, you want first hell or heaven? Which one you want to choose? He said, just give me a tour of both. Then I'll choose which one I want to go. Yama said, you can go and come back, but if you choose the hell, you can't go back to heaven. If you choose the heaven, you can come back to hell. This guy said, just let me take a tour. He goes round, first he goes to hell, there he saw all celebrities singing and dancing. All the names he heard, they're all there singing and dancing, big partying is going on. He said, oh nice, this is the place I always wanted to be. But the people there said, okay, you can choose, but you can't go out. This guy said, all right, let me just have a look about the other side also and come back. Went to the other side, and there he saw the old saints with a long beard sitting on their cloud singing that same ooh, and each one of them singing their own way. Somebody singing Rama, somebody Krishna, somebody Alleluia, something. Different things are going on. He said, no. This is not the place I want to be. Nothing much is happening. Let's go back. He went to Yama and said, I want only hell. Yama asked, are you very clear? Are you sure? He said, yes, only hell. He said, all right, go. The moment he entered the hell, suddenly new door opened and he fell. And he saw that real hell as it is portrayed in the scriptures. People burning, boiling, frying, the same scene. He got the shock. He asked the person who was there, what is this? Just an hour ago, I saw the different scene, and now this is different scene. That they replied, oh, what you saw is our marketing department. Understand? The marketing departments can present anything into anything. They can present anything into anything. That is the problem. No, I always tell people, Vedic tradition, the beauty of the tradition, it does not have marketing department, it does not have think tank. No think tank, no marketing department. It is alive just because of its own purity and the strength of the truth. Still spreading, touching the cream of the crowd all over the planet Earth, without even having a single ritual or a recognition to convert. Traditionally, Vedic Dharma does not agree conversion. We don't have a ritual to convert. World's third largest religion, still surviving and thriving in this marketing age without any marketing department. No marketing. If you go to a traditional Vedic master, he will not even bother, even if you ask, he won't even convert you. There is no ritual to convert. Still there is no ritual to convert. Does not believe in conversion, does not believe in violence, does not believe in terrorism, does not even believe in marketing. Still alive just because of its own strength. This book is essence straight from that tradition, straight from that roots. This is from the person who spent all his energy in doing research and development. That is why he is only talking about the technique, method, system to transform. Does not have a big marketing department. At least in modern day, we all think about that little bit. In those days, they were never even bothered about it. And not only they did not have marketing department, there was a big concept of secrecy. Unless a disciple is qualified, you can't even teach, even if he is around you. It was the other way. Resisting, neglecting, rejecting. It was not going and catching all out, no. But fortunately, this tradition has kept the living stream of enlightened masters on the planet Earth. Even though it did not do marketing, fortunately, they kept the tradition alive, the science alive, the truth alive. The technology is kept alive. Let's enter into today's sutra. Then we'll understand how to internalize, how to experience what Mahadeva is talking about. Devi, imagine Sanskrit letters in these honey-filled awareness. First as letters, the more subtly as sounds, then as most subtle feeling, then leaving them aside, be free. Devi, imagine Sanskrit letters in these honey-filled foci of awareness. First as letters, the more subtly as sounds, then as most subtle feeling, then leaving them aside, be free. Because Shiva is talking to Devi, is saying Sanskrit letters. You can use even English letters, nothing wrong. Any language in which you think, but decide the language in which you think. Here Mahadeva is giving a beautiful technique. Before entering into this technique and understanding, let us understand few things about the inner chattering, verbalization, words. You go through so many different layers of conditioning in the so-called civilization. When you are brought up, you go through so many layers of conditioning. The first conditioning is language. That is why people die for their language. They think language is part of them. They don't understand. It is just a way or method to communicate. I have seen, especially in India, 18 accepted language. If you see the Indian rupee, you will see in 18 language it is printed, and around 300 language with script, more than 2000 dialect without script. I have seen fools dying for language, and these politicians also encouraging it just for the sake of politics. Language is just created to communicate. Of course, there are one or two language created for little higher purpose, better purpose. Not just to communicate a logical statement or a concept or a theory or a philosophy. They have created some languages to communicate particular kind of sounds. For example, Sanskrit is not just linguistic, it has got phonetic importance also. It is not created just to convey few sounds, it was developed to create certain kind of vibrations also. But even that is language to help you to communicate, to help you to relate with. That's all. Even Sanskrit is created to communicate a particular science. Language is just utility. But when you start associating yourself with that particular language, you start creating a serious mistake or a serious danger to yourself and to others. I've seen people dying for words, just mere words. Still I have seen, still now, some parts of southern India, they wipe with a tar, with some dark paste, the other language words. I was surprised. How could these fools do this? Language is just to communicate, and no need to have hatred or the vengeance towards some other language. But it is very easy to condition you based on language, because that is the first thing, first conditioning starts happening in you. When you address your mother just with a sound, it was a pure feeling. There was no word. But slowly, you learn from your mother the sounds and the common agreed meanings to that sounds. Understand? Language is nothing but an agreement made among a group of people. All of us have decided clock means this object, book means this object, that particular sound will mean this particular object. We all made a big agreement. Honestly, not even we all made. Hundreds of years ago somebody made, and we are just swallowing it. Because it is very difficult to come upon with a new agreements every few years. Maybe few words we add. Now those words like guru and all those words are already, they all have become part of English. Guru, avatar, yoga, all these words have become part of English. You assume that you take more and more words. It's nothing but a common agreement. We agreed that this word will mean this object, this idea. By and by, because the thinking speed is you, the thinking speed is so strong in you, you forget the language is just added to you. It is not part of you. You start thinking it is part of you because you never experienced a space without thinking. Because constantly you are thinking, you started thinking, thinking is part of you. That is the first layer of conditioning. First layer of conditioning is thinking or language. Once the language comes inside, now you are ready to be corrupted. Now you are ready to be conditioned. Now the whole drama starts.